program you see before you is called Audacity. It's a free program from www.sourceforge.audacity.net. And, of course, I will have it on the website for you. And this is a voice and music capture software. So we are going to pretend that we are preparing for a podcast. And remember, a podcast is simply an audio file posted on a website. That's it. An audio file posted on a website. So students could read their poems. Students could read their stories. Students could interview each other. Students could create a newscast. There are a wealth of ways that Audacity can be used to make a podcast. And Audacity is free and I believe pretty simple to use. We're not going to get too far into it. Just some very basic things to teach the kids. First, I want to record my voice. So the first thing to keep in mind is this needs to read microphone right here. So you need a microphone hooked up to a computer, Audacity, and that's pretty much it. So I get the microphone, and I can click on this red dot, and I will start recording. You will see it'll have a blue line and the inflection. You'll notice the inflection in my voice. This is a test of the Audacity software. You can see that all of the inflection in my voice is causing the blue line to go up and down. And we are going to let it go for about 20 seconds, and then we are going to stop. And to stop, I will simply click on the yellow square. And there we have it. Here is my audio track. I have just made a podcast. I just haven't posted it up on a website yet. However, I also would like, in fact, I'll let you listen to it. This is a test of the Audacity software. You can see that all of the inflection in my voice is causing the blue line to go up and down. And we're going to let it go for about 20 seconds, and then we are going to stop. And to stop, I will simply click on the yellow square. So there is the audio track that I have just laid down. You can see how simple it is for students to simply red dot, yellow square, and they have themselves an audio track of their voice. Then I might want to add music. And if you have music saved on your computer already, and there are several places, I will put resources on the website where you can get education-friendly music. And some people like to put a little bit of music at the beginning of their podcast or a little bit at the end or run it all the way through. We are going to run the music all the way through. So I'm going to go into Project, Import Audio, and there's nothing better than a little Beethoven. So you can see that it's Beethoven MP3. So we'll go right into Audacity. And that's one thing I do want to mention is we are going to save this entire project as an MP3 player, but you will need to get what's called a Lame add-on. And again, I will have a link directly to that site to where you can get the Lame add-on, and you'll be all set. Now here's the first thing you might notice. My song is about 6 times as long as my audio track. And I don't want that. So what I'm going to do is simply select about where, you can see that I just put my mouse and I'm holding on my left mouse button, dragging it all the way across, and I'm going to delete all of the rest of that audio of the music. So I just select it all, I get that dark gray, hit backspace. You can see that now it's about the same. So now I'll just play it. We can listen to what we've got. Make sure you start from the beginning. Audacity software, and you can see that all of the... Now, the first thing I noticed is that music is really competing with my voice. And perhaps that's a good thing if you're thinking, oh my goodness, I wish you would stop. But I'm sorry. I'm going to teach you how to do this one way or the other. And so I'm going to make it quieter. You can see I'm just dragging this slider. I'm going to make that music quieter, and let's continue and see how that worked. Watching my voice is causing the blue line. That's a whole lot better. A whole lot better. So we'll keep going. To go up and down, and we're going to let it go for about 20 seconds, and then we are going to stop. To stop, I will simply click on the yellow square. And there you have it. We have added music, and we have added voice, and we've added it together. Now, there are different things you can do to make the music sort of fade out, and that is simply select just a little bit at the end of the music, go up to Effect. There are lots of effects. I'm just going to show you Fade Out. Choose Fade Out, and now let's listen one more time. We'll start somewhere in the middle so you don't have to listen to the entire thing. And now listen to how it will fade out. To stop, I will simply click on the yellow square. And there you have it. The music is faded out. So we're going to save this. And like I said, you'll need a lame operator to save this, or a lame add-on to save it as an MP3. But that's what I would like you to save it as. You could save it as a WAV or others, but I think your MP3 is the best bet, given that students have iPods and MP3 players. So I'll export it as MP3. And it says my tracks will be mixed down to 2 stereo channels in the exported file. Fine with me. Click OK. And now we're going to call this Test 2, since I already have a test MP3. And click Save. And it will ask me the title. I'll call that Test again. The artist is me. Actually, we'll call this Test 2. Album, I don't have an album. I don't have a track number. There we go. I will click OK. It is exporting the entire project as an MP3 player, and it will be saved on my computer. And I hope that helps in how to build a file, an MP3, for a podcast.